PTT Exploration and Production Limited, a public company, has invested in the Republic of the Union of Myanmar to jointly develop its energy sector economy and society with the help of the people of Myanmar. The company operates in this country under the name of PTT EP International Limited. At all of our sites around the world, PTT EP places the highest importance on safety in every aspect of our work by setting out a clear mission and vision for the protection of safety, security, health, and environment, in order to meet or exceed international standards. This video has been made for the safety of you when working with us, the safety of the general public that we may come into contact with, protection of our environment, and the security of energy supply to both Myanmar and Thailand. Please pay close attention to the short film that you are about to see. The video will give you information about the topics that you can see on the screen. If you have questions, please contact a site safety personnel. Welcome to ZOC Operations Center, ZOC, as it is the first introduction line. ZOC project is operating at several locations, both onshore and offshore. ZOC Processing and Living Quarters Platform, or ZAD-PQ, is in the Gulf of Martaban, the southwest of Yangon, as it is not a specific named region. ZAD-PQ and its surrounding satellite platforms extract and gather raw natural gas from beneath the seabed and boost pressure before exporting it through a 28-inch diameter offshore pipeline. The gas pipeline makes landfall at Maugyi village in the southwest of Myanmar. From there, it is transported through the 72 kilometers via ZOC Block Valve Number 1, ZAD-BV1, to the Onshore Operating Center, ZOC, for pressure and quantity control. At this point, the stream of gas is divided into two parts. The first stream is exported through an onshore pipeline to the control center of Myanmar Oil and Gas Enterprise, MOGE, including Yangon, Dawei, and nearby areas supporting industry and power generation. The second part is exported towards Zotica Metering Station, ZAD-MS, situated in the mountains close to the Myanmar-Thai border. On its journey between Zotica Operations Center, ZAD-OC, passes through Zotica Block Valve Number 2, ZAD-BV2. This has been installed to facilitate maintenance and safety. Finally, the export gas passed through a pipeline across the border to join with the PTT gas pipeline network at Bon E Tong in Thailand. Please make sure that you understand and comply with the following safety rules. Prior to entry, any visitor to the site is required to exchange their ID cards for a visitor's badge with the security guard at the main gate. Always wear the visitor's badge so that it is clearly visible to others while on the site. ZOC Operations Center, ZAD-OC, consists of the area is divided into three areas. An accommodation area where office building, a canteen, a first aid room, and staff residences are located. A utility area in which a maintenance workshop, warehouse, and the central control room, CCR, are located. The process area. For those who must enter any gas processing areas, please follow these rules and regulations. Wear a shirt with long sleeves and pants. Arms and legs must be covered at all times. Wear the following personal protective equipment, PPE. Helmet, goggles, and safety shoes. Wear mandatory PPE and additional PPE based on the permit to work, PTW requirements, such as hearing protection as required and shown on the signboard by your job safety analysis or any relevant work permit. If you wish to enter the process area, please follow these rules. Do not bring cameras, mobile phones, and other electrical items or any type of inflammable object into this area. If photographs are required during your visit, authorization may be given following a risk assessment as part of the permit to work system. For contractors, you may only work on the assigned job in the area designated by your work permit. If an emergency happens at your worksite, make your worksite safe, switch off machinery, disconnect supplies. Dial emergency number 33 for assistance. Emergency telephones installed in the production process areas will be clearly marked in the following locations. There are 3 different site alarms. First alarm, general alarm. It will sound when something unusual is going on in the processing system. You will hear this alarm. Second alarm. Fire and gas alarm. It will sound if there is a gas leak or fire in the process area. You will hear this alarm. If you hear either of these alarms, follow these instructions. Make your worksite safe. Switch off machinery. Proceed to muster point 2 by the safest route and report to the muster checker. Remain there and wait for further instructions. For visitors, in case of an emergency alarm, proceed to muster point 2 next to the fire station. If you have emergency duties, proceed to muster 1 in control room. Emergency teams will take control of the situation in the event of an emergency and prepare for response. To de-escalate the situation, end it, and restore it to its original state as soon as possible. Third alarm. Clear alarm will sound like this. After the situation is back to normal, staff can go back to their work. Before traveling by vehicle, please follow these instructions. Check if the vehicle is in good condition. Check the route, check the news, and plan your trip. Seat belts must be fastened for all personnel, and this is strictly enforced. Stay below the speed limit and obey the rules of the road at all times. The speed limits are as follows. Do not exceed 10 kilometers per hour in ZOC compound. The speed limit on the public road is 50 kilometers per hour. For security reasons, do not offer a lift to strangers. Traveling outside or driving at night is not allowed without written permission from the onshore site manager. Reverse parking in the designated areas only. When you must drive to any area not included in this list, the journey management procedure must be followed. The company has set measures to cope with waste management system. When a job is completed, staff must clear their working area and segregate waste by referring to the following instructions. Blue bins are for general waste. Yellow bins are for recycled waste. Red bins are for hazardous waste. Green bins are for food waste. Waste labels must be attached as per company requirements. Mask etiquette. Wearing masks can prevent you from infectious respiratory diseases. Check your pockets before putting clothes into the laundry basket. Used masks must be disposed at the designated red bin with biohazard label. Waste management. Your health is the most important thing that you possess. Maintain good hygiene at all times. Wash your hands, particularly after using the bathrooms and before mealtimes. Mosquitoes are the cause of malaria and dengue fever. Shut doors and windows to prevent them from coming inside the room and wear clothes that cover all the body at night. Shut the door to prevent snakes entering buildings. Keep your shoes indoors and check them carefully for bugs, scorpions, and snakes before wearing. Walk on the provided walkways only. The first aid room is available 24-hour. When ill or injured, contact site doctor. Report to site doctor if you develop fever or any sickness. Any injuries must be reported to line supervisors and site doctor. If you spot someone who is sick or unfit to perform, stop the work and communicate with person to visit site clinic. Wear a proper surgical mask before going to the site clinic. The company provides equipment and trained personnel to deal with emergencies. This includes the fire and gas detection system. Please study the user manual and observe the installation points of the equipment around the area. To live together happily, please respect the following rules when on site. Smoking and vape outside of these areas is not permitted under any circumstances. Smoking is allowed in designated areas only. Fully extinguish the cigarette and leave the cigarette butts in the provided waste bin. Chewing betel and spitting are not allowed. Betel chewing and spitting is allowed in designated areas only. Refrain from teasing, mock fighting, or pulling pranks. All forms of horseplay should be avoided in every location. Remove safety shoes, coveralls, safety equipment, dirty uniform before entering the canteen. Do not enter the area where food is prepared unless authorized to do so. Facility timetables. Gate opening time, 6 a.m. Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Room cleaning, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Lunch, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Gate closing time, 6 p.m. Dinner, 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have a gym room designed for interactive sessions to encourage employees to use the exercise equipment, to ensure employees have good physical health, and we have a training room for employees to practice sports to keep their bodies strong. We provide spaces for employees to recreation, as well as shared spaces to foster good relationships and a collaborative environment. There will be accommodation with complete facilities for visitors. To work on site, a contractor supervisor must normally get an approved permit via the Permit to Work (PTW) system, providing details of the work and equipment to be used, specifying dangerous aspects of the work, hazards and risks that may occur, and the measures that they will put in place to prevent these happening. Permit to work must be submitted for approval by site management. You can start your job only after permit to work has been approved and deemed competent by PTTEP in how to complete a permit application. The company also has a stop work policy and on-site security check system based on the Safety Observation Card, SOC. Safety Observation Communication. If you see someone doing something unsafe, you can stop the work and talk with the worker to get them to discuss and understand what they were doing wrong and change their behavior before resuming work. If you are working alone and notice a risk of an accident, stay calm and stop working immediately to inspect safety and repair any damage. Stop using tools that are poorly maintained and not up to safety standards to avoid and prevent losses occurring in operations. Stop yourself and risk assessment when in an unsafe situation. For those who have to work at ZAD-MS, ZAD-BV1, and ZAD-BV2, please follow the same basic rules as at ZOC Operations Center ZAD-OC. ZOC metering station consists of: the area is divided into 3 areas. The accommodation area in which staff residences, a canteen and a first aid room are located. The utility area in which the maintenance workshop and the central control room, CCR, are located. The process area. In case of any emergency, proceed to muster point near the central control room, CCR. For those working at ZAD-BV1 and ZAD-BV2, please follow these extra regulations. Apply for permit to work from ZAD-OC and get approval prior to heading to the site. Wear full personal protective equipment, in other words, a helmet, safety shoes, and goggles or safety glasses prior to entry. Strictly follow the conditions and controls as specified in Permit to Work and Job Safety Analysis, JSA. Before leaving, always check on things and lock the door and security gates. Do not bring lighters or any flammable objects inside the area. You may not use a camera on site without permission under a permit to work. In case of an emergency at ZAD-BV1 and ZAD-BV2, please follow these instructions. Make your worksite safe. Proceed to the muster point in front of ZAD-BV1 and ZAD-BV2. Report emergency to the central control room at ZAD-OC. General House Rules, Workplace Practices. Accommodation rules. No foods, beverages, nor snacks are allowed in the accommodation room. Do not use any unauthorized extension cord. Do not leave any electrical devices charging without observation. Canteen rules. Wash and dry your hands thoroughly before touching utensils. Use appropriate utensils for taking foods. Ethical conducts. Gambling, possessing and consuming drugs and alcohol, fighting, horseplay, or pranks are strictly prohibited. Do not take or post photos and videos of work-related activities, company assets, and employees on social media without authorization. Avoid workplace harassment, corruption, and conflicts of interest at all cost. Always maintain mutual respect among co-workers and subordinates. Create a positive and safe working environment. SHE policy compliance. Apply stop work authority for any unsafe actions and strive for generative SHE culture. Promote occupational health and hygiene in the workplace. Prevent environmental impacts by following environmental management plan. Choose healthy diet, do regular exercise, and participate in health promotion campaigns. Take good care of your body and mind. Stay safe and healthy, and return home safely. ZOC production achieves no lost time injury, LTI, over 10 years. We would like everyone to work safely and go home safely.